is really nothing more comforting than knowing you don't have to worry about finances now or in the future. It's a lot easier if you have a solid game plan and can handle the unexpected when it inevitably hits. Our next guest can help design that plan. Maybe we'll call him Coach. Excited to have former NFL player, best-selling author, and the founder of Mitch Lyons Wealth, Mitch Lyons, back on the couch with us.
It's great to be here, Michelle.
Hey, thank you so much for coming here. So let's talk about volatility, because the markets are kind of all over the place, and I think that's very scary for a lot of people. What should they be thinking?
Well, it is very scary, especially for people that are approaching or in retirement, and they're not in that accumulation phase where they can keep plowing money in when the market's down. Those days are over. Now we're worried about getting money out. So, yeah, the biggest thing I tell folks is, hey, let's have a plan ahead of time and make sure you're not taking on more risk than you're comfortable with. And that's the first thing we start with is, what are you tolerant of when it comes to risk? How much can you take? How much can you stomach? More importantly, how much income do you need, and do you have that set up? If you have the income set up, you don't need to worry about the volatility. It can be longer term horizon on that.
Yeah, because is there any advantage to the volatility?
Well, there can be when it comes to Roth conversions, which is something people are interested in. Hey, how can I get this money out? Well, if the market comes down, that might be a good time to sell, convert some of those assets. Then when it does bounce back up, you're getting tax-free growth in your Roth IRA. So there are some advantages. You can do some tax loss harvesting as well on your non-retirement accounts. You can kind of play the game and limit your annual taxes that way.
Okay, so there are a lot of ways to kind of work the system, and that's of course what you do.
Well,
right?
That's exactly it. When you say coach, I mean that's kind of what we do, is we help coach people into and through retirement, and taking their hand and walking with them and addressing it every year as it comes at you. And I always say we kind of help people stay between the rumble strips on life's retirement highway.
Okay, and let's talk too about those Roth IRA conversions and the benefits of doing that, or the negatives there.
Well, the biggest thing is we've all kind of bought this bill of goods that we're going to plow money into our 401k, our IRAs, save on taxes now, get a deduction this year, but we're just really kicking the can down the road, and we're going to pay taxes later. Here's the worst part. We don't know what those taxes are going to be down the road, right? With a federal deficit of $38 trillion, in my opinion, I think taxes are probably going to go up versus down.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, a lot of times it makes sense to get some of that tax burden off you now, pay the tax, pay the piper, and get it into a Roth IRA and let it grow tax-free. And if you're going to leave assets to your kids, leave them tax-free. Oftentimes people are, if they're passing in their 80s, they're leaving money to kids that are in their 50s, typically their peak earning years, and they're gonna just add extra dollars onto their taxable income, paying a much higher rate than mom and dad might have paid.
Yeah, you guys are thinking about the things that people aren't necessarily as regular investors, right?
Yeah, and it really just starts with a simple 10-minute call. If they call in, and we can have a chat, see if there's some opportunity to potentially help them or better position them, and then we can take it from there.
Okay, perfect. All right, you got to give them a call. There it is, the phone number 844-867-8335.